Alright, I'm going to try this again. This is a video that I decided to make after seeing a very specific picture online recently. And I know the one we're looking at here is not really recent. This is Heidi Klum, and it was for Halloween. And I just like to show the strangeness of people nowadays. Now, apparently these people spent a lot of time in makeup, getting their makeup done to look like her, because they're all her clones for Halloween. This kind of looks like a mannequin, this lady's hand that's under the lady with the ring. And there's definitely a very distinct look in their eye. I think that kind of matches all of them, except for Heidi Klum herself. Heidi Klum herself doesn't quite have this look. If you notice, Heidi Klum's eyes, a little bit more lifelike. So I think that's kind of odd. Okay, here they are again. And again, I guess they all look alike, but then you can obviously see differences too. And of course you can pick out, Heidi right away. And this lady has way more of a square chin over here at the bottom right. But the rest, the face shapes are all pretty much the same. The hairstyle is the same. But again, I personally would say that their look, their expressions are quite screwy. Unless, maybe they're good actresses and they're doing that to play the part of clones for Halloween. I don't know. But I thought it was interesting. Now, this is pretty interesting too, because it's like they both had to have their eyes closed at the same time. Here you got this gal in the background. And this one, it's like they super look alike when they do that. Almost like they're chained to each other and they're gonna do the same expressions at the same time. It's kind of funny. Oh, now their eyes are open and they actually do look different. But again, there's some faraway look, whether it be like drugs or an act for the whole Halloween party. I don't know, but that's definitely a faraway look right there. And they're all talking. I mean, I got all of these screen captures from live videos. Well, not live videos, but from videos that anyone can find on YouTube. And I will mention a few people's channels when I come to those pictures. This, I think, was like on Entertainment Tonight or some kind of regular mainstream media channel. Far away look, just a super far away look. And the makeup, it's like, well, you can put a lot of makeup on a clone too. You don't necessarily have to though. I mean, but I don't know. They all look alike. Okay, so now, I mean, does she have friends that just look like her, or they really, it just doesn't seem like they have a lot of extra stuff that they're wearing. They have the same shade of eye color. Oh, I just noticed that. I mean, this one definitely has a different face shape, so. Hair color is the same. This one looks like she's praying in the background here. But I think it's super creepy when you see the actual live video with them all moving around talking. And they move, like I said, probably because they're supposed to be playing the role of clone, but they move like robotic. Kind of strange. It's worth a look. Definitely worth a look to look that up. Here we go now. You can see their makeup. Heidi's makeup is much lighter. Lots of these gals look a little too orange, a little too tan. I'm wondering if anyone else can notice a difference within the eyes. Like I feel that I can. Unless I'm just fooling myself, I don't know. It seems to be a drastic difference to me. A drastic difference. Yeah, for sure. But maybe that's just me, I don't know. Then there's this picture. And they all seem to be about the same height. She looks like she's just wearing gobs of makeup right on her cheek right there. Again though, it's the same faraway expressions. Super faraway expressions. So, I don't know what to think about them. They are kind of strange. Yeah, I would say they're kind of strange. Alright, here's Hillary Clinton, but I've got to stop and go back here. And I'm going to go and start with here. Now, this is supposedly Hillary Clinton, and I can't say it's not. It really looks like her nowadays. And if we zoom in, we'll see her. She's right there. Wow, this is not how it looked when I saved the picture. It's way blurry now. Anyhow, you get the outline of her, and I've got better ones of the close-up. And you kind of see there's another person in the vehicle right next to her. And then there's a driver over here. So now let's go to this one. Okay, so this is a close-up here. And the strange thing is it almost looks like this person that looks like Hillary Clinton is sitting on the man's lap that's right here to the left of her. Well, my left. Because the hands on the dashboard line right up. I mean, obviously there's her hands, and his are kind of around her almost. I think there's one of his over to the right and to the left. But I definitely see the one on the left. And she's definitely got the blank look, blank expression. So that's unusual. Yeah, that's definitely an unusual picture. And I know that these pictures are already up all over, but I'm doing it this way on purpose, screen captures, because often when you're looking at strange things on human beings, sometimes you blink and you actually miss what you're supposed to be looking for. And sometimes it will take a long time just to get to the point on some of them when they're videos, but at least as pictures, it's nice and quick. And you can just see for yourself the strangeness of what I find strange. That's why I decided to get other people's opinion. Okay, so now we're going to go over to this news guy. And this is, I don't know if this would ever pass as normal. Maybe, because it just looks like he has some really nice light blue eyes. Little crazy pupil. But now let me show you how he looks normally. Oop. Okay, so we're going to start with him normal. He has brown eyes normally. Brown! Or darker shade. That's him normally. That is strange. Really strange stuff right there. Now, that's one dark eye and one light eye. So that's kind of cool. I know that some people have two different color eyes, but I did not know that they could just flip like that. Okay, now he's getting a little stressed out, I think. His pupils seem to look different. Quite a bit different if you really look. Okay, like half of them is in a bright light and half of them is in a dark light. And boom, we're on to flippy eyes. Flippy eyes, flippy eyes. Look, the dark color went somewhere. Now the light color's there. And that's kind of crazy looking. It was just reporting just something pretty basic. But there's a really good shot. You can really see how white. But you also see like the bottom part, almost like he has something in his eye. Which to me would seem like his original eyeballs. Because they're dark. So that's strange. I think that's pretty strange. Okay, then we're going to go to... I get some real fun ones here. But she's more difficult. But we'll go ahead and show you her. Oh no, I want to show you her normal first. Here's Lady Gaga way back, a while back. And here is her normal, as normal as she is. From what I can tell, the eyes look fairly normal. But again, you know, it's not very good quality. Kind of pixelated a little bit. It's an older picture. Okay, now, we'll go over here. And we're going to see something strange within her pupils. I don't know if you can see or not, but it looks a little weird, a little slanted, a little strange. Maybe she has something in her eye or something strange like that. And so then we're going to go look at it close up. I don't know what is going on there, but it looks, again, quite strange. And of course there's some pixel and maybe shadow of her hair. Maybe that's all the fuss is about for that. Okay, so there are definitely people who have some major eye abnormalities. And I would have to tell you that Miley Cyrus is definitely one of them. Here she is, normal, real normal. Normal eyeballs, completely normal pupils. They seem to be normal pupils, round, circular. Then we're going to go to this one. And all of a sudden, her pupil shivered or something, just scrunched right up. It's just not all that normal, in my opinion. Yeah, I don't think that's normal. Now this lady's kind of normal. I mean, she's not in the long run, but this is just a picture thrown in to show some normalness. Looks like she might have a little bit of a lazy eye or something, but that's about it. So, you know, fairly normal. Not like this. So we got that strangeness going on there. Miley. Okay, now the weirdest thing is when this happens, and it happens so quick. That's the really strange stuff. And I'll tell you, there is no one quicker than Angelina Jolie. Oh, I don't have one of her normal. That's not cool. Okay, well, you can see anyhow, it happens very quick. This isn't a video anyway, so you wouldn't notice. But trust me when I tell you, I had to slow down the video, and then I had to pause 2 to 3 times just to capture this happening. Because, and she looked like whatever is happening, she blinked really fast and kind of had it stop. But this was a really quick way her eyes went. And now I'm going to show you that other one. It's a little more severe. See, it just bloops. It bloops down and it bloops back up super quick. Pupils that do that. Now then there's Rihanna. Now here's Rihanna with normal eyeballs. I believe they're normal. They're light. They're really light. Her pupils are pinned, so they're small. She's bright light right now or whatever. And then this is Rihanna when they changed, but you can't really tell right here. So let's just go on over to, let's zoom in a little bit. Well, those still look pretty circular. Let's go to this one. This one is telling. Not only do the pupils change, but the right eyeball is now orange. It's no longer green or hazel. It is an orange color or yellow color, yellow-orange. That's crazy. That's not just the pupil changing shape. That's the iris changing color. That's crazy. Okay, there's normal eyes and very slanted pupils. See, this is the kind of stuff you could blink and miss it. Zirconian. Now, here's another catch with it when it turned to color. Kind of strange there. Kind of strange. And I think she'll start blinking after this, and she'll go right back to just the regular hazel eyes. But this is just, in my opinion, kind of abnormal. Oh, look, I did get a good one with the orange and the green. The 2 different eye colors again, like that other guy. That other guy had 2 different eye colors too. Huh. Oh, and yeah, that's just the one I showed you before. Okay, so then we covered her, right? So let's go to Hillary again. All right, so Hillary, we all know about this scene. We all know how crazy she got when she malfunctioned and started seizing, or whatever you want to call it. What I think is funny here is the distance between them two. And here she's laughing. She's kind of either right before or right after. I think this is right after doing it. Not sure. The expressions of these other ones are priceless. Okay, so then we're going to go to... See what I mean? That was her reaction, obviously. Okay, this is kind of crazy too. I like catching the black eyes here. With women, you don't ever know what that's really about. That could be some good mascara, quite obviously. But why I'm pointing these out is I don't think that's a natural smile. and even has a fake smile. It's not good. You're not pulling it off there, Hillary. So why are you using that smile? Does you no good. Now, this severe head tilt does not seem natural either. And the quality of these pictures are drastically lower since I got them a couple hours ago. I don't know what happened here in my phone. Really weird. But one eye is a lot darker than the other eye. And her teeth seem unusually funny looking. And in the curve, I just think like the curve of her head, neck. I mean, I don't know of anybody that moves like that unintentionally. Okay, so here she is, like she's trying to kind of be serious a little bit. What the hell happened to the quality of these pictures? It's really kind of weird. It's like they're all blurred. Okay, there we are again with the big black eye. Actually, both of them now look big and dark. Huh. It's kind of strange. It wasn't quite looking like that when I captured these to show people. It was much better quality. Now, I think this is funny because I think everybody around her has the same kind of almost body language as her. Like bobble-headed people. We're just bobbleheads. But look at that. Look at her teeth and her eyes. She downright looks insane. Completely. You got that one wanderer, the wandering eye there that goes over. That redhead guy there, he looks like he's doing a very similar movement to her. The other lady looks like she's a little upset that she has to take care of her or something. Now this is her movement. This is during the seizing part. And her surprise look. Oh, did I just seize? And the guy looks a little mad for some reason too. Well, they all look surprised, or no, the two look mad, she looks surprised. She looks really surprised here. So just these expressions alone, had I been this close asking questions, I would be like, whoa, what's going on there, Hillary? Get control of your head and your face. Oh, that's funny. Now, alright, now did I just... Yeah, I already did that. So let's go to Bill Clinton. I think everyone's probably seen this one, where he's sitting so super still and the lady is just doing makeup to him and he does not flinch, he does not blink. But I thought it was interesting. It seems like he has two different color eyes. Just like the other abnormal things on people that we've seen. Okay, now we'll go to, we went past all them. Okay. Yep, I showed you her. Here's Shakira. She's going to be harder to see. She's got really dark eyes usually. Really dark brown eyes. Usually, I'm pretty sure. Or she has huge pupils right there. I don't know. Same lighting. She's in the same lighting and her eyes lighten up really quick to a really gorgeous copper color. I was more interested in the pupils, trying to see how those looked. They seem abnormal. They really do. Alright, so then we're going to go look at this one. Same thing, but it's kind of dark. This one's not as light. So, after her... Alright, then we have Britney Spears. And she is normal looking right here. She's fairly normal. She's got big pupils right there. She's talking away. It's that one interview with okay, so something starts to happen with her eyes. I think this is pretty strange. I also think it's easy to miss if you blink or if you're not paying attention. But I slowed it down and I took some screenshots because I couldn't believe she's moving around and her eyes suddenly started doing it. Actually, this is the beginning of her eyes doing it. So go from that into this, into this, into this. This is really abnormal to me. I can't understand what would be happening. So that's how she normally looks here. That's pretty normal to me. Until she's, I don't know, stressed or what it is. It's strange, whatever the hell it is. It's really strange. It's the whole iris and the pupil. It's not just one that's affected. So I think that's really strange. And we got good old Katy Perry. You know that she's going to have some messed up eyes. This is Pizza Queen. Anyway, I think here she's starting with half, semi-half round, circular, normal pupils. And, oh, I don't have the other ones nearby. Okay, now things like this, everybody thinks is so strange. That's from a wig. That's the lace part of the wig, and that's probably some glue. And the glue and the wig are coming loose, or it's been pulled or something like that. That's a very simple explanation. So just wanted to show you guys. I'm not trying to be like a super crazy person. Now this is kind of crazy. And what's dude like so intently staring at? Not only is he got a messed up eye, and there's actually an eye injury that can do this to pupils, I know that, but, and maybe he has that injury, but he looks pretty intense at whatever he's looking at. And he's so close to this guy who's talking to the camera. Kind of funny. This guy is kind of funny because here is his normal color eyes. They're pretty brown. They're pretty damn dark. Once again, we got this issue going on where as he gets to talking and blinking, suddenly we start seeing a light set of eyeballs. Like that. Okay, so even if his eyelids suddenly turn transparent, why would his eyeballs, his irises, be blue? Look like the contacts that you wear on Halloween time. Really weird. Really, really strange. Right? I think it's strange. No, I don't know. Okay, now she's staring intently up to the sky like, get me out of here, God. I don't want to listen to him. Or, you know, something just funny, sarcastic, whatever. Looks like she don't want to be there. Now, as she stares upward, oh, what is going on? This is so out of order. I'm sorry. I have to go around here and jump to her. Okay. All of a sudden, so she's normal. She's fairly normal. And then she seems to be changing slightly. Maybe she's thinking of something. Her eyes seem a little different. And then, no, she still looks pretty much the same. I don't know. I kind of thought that her pupils started to change up, but I guess it's kind of hard to tell. You take this picture compared to that one. So yeah, there's a difference. There's a difference there. She got really intense for a moment. Not sure why or what was going on. And I think this is, oh, there's Angelina Jolie normal. There's her normal pupils. That's what I was saying. This happens so fast. So she can and does have round ones most of the time. Most of the time you would never be able to see that capture that I got. You know, here's when it just started. Just started. And then it went all the way to the straight up and down. Let's find that again just to show you real quick. I don't know why my stupid phone will not keep my... I deliberately set these photos in here a very specific way so they all line up. I set my phone down and boom, they're all shuffled around. I don't know why this happens, but I think I just have bad luck with electronics a lot of times. Alright, yeah, so if you remember, she actually got to this point. That's pretty intense. Pretty strange looking. Yeah, she was right here too. Kind of pretty strange. Kind of pretty strange. Alright, so we're up at this guy. He starts off normal. He starts off normal. He really does. Brown eyes. Just regular old brown eyes. Okay. Then there's something going on. There's a dark blue and a light blue eye. And I don't know what's going on here. Kind of looks strange. Don't think that it's the normal everyday eyeballs. Okay, again, it's kind of reminds you of the other guy where it looks like he has something in his eye at the bottom, but that would probably just be that dark normal color eyeball of his. Okay, and now the pupil, pretty up and down pupils. I don't know. I don't know what to make of this kind of stuff. I'm just showing people. Now this one's real blurry right there. And that one's pretty clear, and a pretty clear up and down pupil. Alright, so now I'm going to go to Jalen. Now this is crazy. I know lots of people probably already saw it. You know, you zoom in. People are saying, well, he has to really pay attention because he's about to go and speak on what he's watching, so he's really got to pay attention. Okay, well, I just don't believe it's that normal for someone to be putting a mic and an earpiece in. I mean, sure, maybe they'd be over there adjusting your mic real quick or hooking you up. But the amount of time this guy spends hooking him up and pushing the earpiece in, how would you know when to stop? It's not your head, dude. It seems very strange, and obviously Jalen looks like he's completely a mannequin. He looks completely wax. And honestly, the guy next to him looks kind of wax too, but I don't know. So they're adjusting him, they're kind of fixing him. All right, see, even to the point where they're I guess plugging it in because it's behind his head now, so it's not at his ear now. Okay. And I could see that being realistic. Okay, now he's using two hands. Whatever he's got to do behind his head takes two of his hands, which is kind of awkward, in my opinion, I would think. But what do I know? I don't do this for a living. All right, there's both of his hands again, like that. Right, guy's got both his hands up there, and now I thought this was kind of strange. First of all, I thought it was definitely strange because I saw this when it first happened. Somebody recorded it and got it up on YouTube pretty much right away. And when I first saw it, there was much more higher resolution pictures out there, or video out there. And it even looked like pretty decent video. I made sure to get the good video to take the screensavers from. And then right instantly after I took these, it seemed like to me they were coming over here and blurring the collar for some reason. Like the collar area up by the tie, it looks blurred. It definitely looks blurred. And I thought that was unusual, but maybe it just has to do with the resolution of the picture. But then I realized that it kind of looks like his ears are crooked. Kind of looks like that a lot. But, you know, just like anyone else that I would show in real life, they would say that's the equipment. Okay, yeah, I mean, I would hope so. I hope his ear is not that crooked. Look how far down that ear would be. Now, it looks like the man's holding the earpiece right there, and he's about to put it inside the ear. And he's aiming for the low ear. So that's kind of weird, right? I don't know. Okay, so also what I thought was kind of strange is he's real comfortable. Obviously, the guy has done this for him a lot. Oh, I guess that picture is in the... Okay, I'm going to bring you to the more clear pictures that I got the very first, like I said, the very first time it was uploaded. And I kept them separate on purpose. So you're about to see things much more clearly, in my opinion. All right, so there he is behind his head. Both hands right there. See, notice that the collar's not blurred. It doesn't look blurred out this time. Sure, the resolution isn't good. It's a lot worse than it was too, but when I first captured it and first looked at this earlier today, but it's still not blurred. You can still see there's no blur. Now, I thought this was kind of crazy because dude has his fingers curled around his neck right there. Like he's resting his other hand, the one that we see less of, with his fingers on his neck. So that is weird. But maybe it just looks like his fingers are resting on his neck. I don't know. But the most weird one is right here. That looks pretty freaking odd. I don't think that's normal. Okay, now we're not talking about an ear being crooked. We're talking about what I thought that I saw the first time. When I first saw this, when a guy uploaded it, and he was like yelling at the TV, you know, and he uploaded it, and he's like, oh my God. And I thought this is what I was seeing. I thought so. I mean, it seemed like the guy was fiddling with his head a lot. And that looks like part of his head, part of his face. So, it's strange. I think it's really strange. And Katy Perry, this is a close-up of her for some reason. We must have one with the pupils looking strange. Oh yeah, there is, right here. Straight up and down. And pretty damn green. Okay, so there's those. They're quite weird. We'll go back to This guy right here, again, I forget his name, and they're his fairly normal eyes. He looks like he's a little pissed off or something. And then he's blinking and we can see through his eyelids. So that's unusual, very unusual. Another crazy situation. Okay, and then we're gonna go with this lady right here. Okay, she looks pretty normal eyes. Oh, one might be dark and one might be light. I don't know. Seems fairly normal right here. And then, I don't know what's going on. I guess she, I don't know. I think that looks super creepy. I don't like those kind of eyes at all that have all that white underneath them. I think that's really creepy. And here she's back to normal, so we can be happy. And they're both definitely the same shade. So we can be relieved. Okay, so almost done. Now we're gonna go to kind of a crazy one. Here he is normal. Dude in the background, pretty normal looking. Yeah, he's gonna get intense though. I don't know what he's looking at, but it's something scary. Yeah, that's weird. And now he's normal again. So he got the fright scared out of him. It's strange. Okay, there's a lot of strange people in this world. Now I'll get to finally the video that made me, or the picture that made me decide to even make this video. Oh, is her eyes? Yeah, no, I can't really tell with her as much. Oh, wait a minute. There's Shaq. I forgot about Shaq. We all know this. I'm sure everyone's seen this. This weirdness, okay? We're going to start in like this. This is how they start off. I think this whole thing went for 20 minutes. And the entire time, Shaq sat there with the same exact expression, and his mouth was open like this. That's not normal. That's not ever going to be normal. There's nothing that would make that normal. And after this show was wrapping up, he stood up and he walked over toward this other dude that looks fairly bald. So it wasn't like he was just projected in there. It wasn't like he was supposed to be there and didn't show up. I mean, I've heard a lot of different possibilities, but Shaq was definitely there that day. Well, I mean, at least his body was there and his expression was like that for a very long time. And dude looks like he's saying, what the hell? Why aren't you saying anything? I mean, that's why I wanted to show these pictures, because they were pretty funny. The way that he looks at him, you just got to know how uncomfortable that was between the two of them. They just had to keep, especially him, he had to keep it up. And you could tell he's a little more animated than normal. But I'm pretty sure this is one of those, oh, you know what I see? You see what I see? And kind of expressions right there. But who knows? I wasn't there, so I don't know. I do know that this is not a natural kind of thing for a person to do. No way. No way. Alright, so then we're going to go to, I think, the last weird thing. The whole reason I made the video, because when I spotted this, I was like, alright, enough now. There's too many weird things. Too many weird things that I'm seeing. Oh no, actually I forgot about Kylie. Or I mean, not Kylie. What's the other one? Kendra? Whatever, it's a Kardashian. Now I thought her face, it's a weird picture in general. It looks distorted, but her face looks really flat. She looks kind of vacant. She's got a very strange pupil, in my opinion. I don't understand really why her pupil would look like that. So I tried to get some close-up shots. I don't know if I really captured that. I mean, you can only do so much when the eye is dark colored like that. And there's a certain amount of makeup at play, but I mean, you don't put makeup in the eyeball, so. Alright, now. It's just a strange kind of pupil in my opinion. And then we all know that he's actually said that when I was human, he actually said that phrase one time when he was talking, when I was human. Alright, dude, you're probably not human anymore. There you're human. But here you look a little creepy, a little robotic. There's nothing specific that makes him look robotic there, though. However, I think this other picture is quite strange. But again, there's somebody behind him messed up too, so obviously it's a compression error issue, but it's still pretty funny. Oh, and you know, his eye did change colors. Yeah, his eye changed colors, so that's kind of strange. Kind of funny. Alright, so then I'm going to finish up with everybody knows about, oh, let's do this news guy. He looked a little creepy too when he blinked. He seemed to show off his second set of irises and pupils. Yeah, I think that he would normally have dark eyes. That's what it looks like to me. Yeah, it's kind of how it seems. But, you know, I don't have any proof of that. Who knows? So, everybody talks about these famous people getting cloned. Of course, Gucci Mane, if anybody had ever been cloned, would be him, because that's not the same guy at all. Anyone who even wants to... I mean, it doesn't have to be like a sci-fi kind of clone thing. It could be something completely different. A stand-in, you know, everybody could be okay with it. Who knows, really? But I'm just not... We're not really talking about him right now. What we're talking about is this weird chick that he's so close to. And they're there in the bathtub. And you might think, okay, so what? She's kind of normal. Maybe you already noticed that she's not. Her eyes kind of pretty dark right here. And it seems like she's got something on her mouth. I don't know. That could be nothing. It could be nothing. It could be something. Here she is here. That hair's just covering up her eyes a lot. She doesn't have anything in her mouth anymore, so maybe that was my imagination. Let's go over to... Alright, that's... whatever, just a bad picture. Now, if you notice, her eye starts to... Not only is this one eye totally black, the other one's kind of glowing. Kind of looks like it's glowing. Her pupil kind of looks strange. Once again, the right eyeball and the iris is glowing, and the pupil looks straight up and down. And again, and the whole time here, the other eye is pitch black, as in the whole part, the scleria and the iris and the pupil black. And the right one is all glowing. And I got it even closer here. And backing away, you can see more of that pupil a little bit. This really makes you wonder about people. But now also in the other eye, you can see the actual eyeball taking shape, and there's going to be some white over there now. But then there's the right one, and the right one is pretty much glowing. So it's a really creepy, weird, and strange world that we live in my opinion. Don't really know what to make of it, but that's why I made this video, so that if anybody comes across this video, they can tell me what they think of it. It's just strange. I don't know people in real life that look like this. Yeah, I don't think I've seen some strange things, and I have seen some really strange eyes. And some of them have been similar to what I've shown on this video, but not quite as drastic. People nowadays, human beings nowadays, are just not what they used to be. Oh, and I might as well end on, because, you know, the whole reason I did make this video is because of this dude. Whoops. I thought, what has he got? A computer module in the back of his head? What is it? I don't know what the hell it is. I probably won't ever find out. But I know that it's there. I know that it's a strange thing. I know that transdermals are usually round, and they're usually put on the back of your ear where there's no hair. So this is something different. More than likely. I mean, I really don't know. Looks like a computer module to me. This poor lady looks like she got hurt. At least up there by her forehead. On the left, she does. She also looks kind of sad. And then, of course, we have the different kinds of eyes on different people. I know he passed away, but it doesn't change that his eyeball is extremely weird. I've got more of him too. We all know. I'm don't know if we all know, but I'm pretty sure that people have seen the younger version of him where his eyes got all wonky and strange. Maybe I don't have that in here, but it's easily found. Anyway, thank you for checking out the video.